This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. There is always a risk when investing in the stock market. These videos are never a suggestion to buy or sell any specific stock. It is always advised to do your own research and to keep learning more and more about any strategies used in these videos. Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. We are now going to look at my Roth IRA. I was going to do this in January, but the stimulus checks passed. So we're going to go ahead and buy some stocks and get into this today. So this is the mobile version. I did my wife's on the computer. You can watch that one. I wanted to show you guys, on the mobile app. This isn't the app. This is actually just a mobile view. The app won't let me record it. So I'm going to do it on here. So we have a total of $7,470. We're going to click on the three little arrow lines above. And we're going to click on trade. So we'll go down to trade. And I use Robinhood a lot because it has the most, I like it because it has the most up-to-date information. So, in the previous video, I was going to show you guys how I do that. So first thing I'm going to do is go to Robinhood. And from here, I'm going to find which stocks, stimulus passed. So it's kind of going crazy right now. I'm going to start with Nano Dimensions. So it's at 798. I would like to get this below 8. So I'm going to do NNDM. And we want to select the action we want to buy. Let's do 200. And we're going to do a limit of 8. I had to switch back here. So we'll do a limit of $8. And we're going to do extended hours because it's pre-market right now. We'll do extended hours and we'll click review order. And it's telling us we're going to buy 200. We got to click this to understand that we understand it is pre-market hours, and we're going to click place order. And we can see here that our order was received. I'm going to click. So what we're going to do is I'm going to click on order status. And right here it tells us that it was filled. So we did get filled. We got it at 798. And so we bought 200. We set the limit at $8. And it did get filled. I always set it a couple of cents above to make sure that I get filled. It tells us that the stock that it was. And we can see right here, we bought it, we got it at $7.98, which is exactly what I wanted, under $8, and that it was in extended hours. Okay, so I went back to trade. It shows we have $5,874 left. So next I'm going to see what I want to pick next. Tilray, it's not bad, 5,000. Let's do Neo. Neo is, you get quite a bit of calls for Neo, but let's just do, since we have 5,000, we have to do a stock that's $50 or less. You can check calls on these and do your own research. Blink has been going crazy lately. So let me just see here. I think I'm gonna do ExxonMobil's at 42.01. We could buy it at 42.01 and sell the $40 call. Zynga's at 9.99. Coca-Cola's at 53. How much do we have? Okay, we have 58.74. I'm thinking about doing Neo. Now Neo is somewhat, it's a Chinese stock, but I think I will do Neo. And if this don't work out, you guys can see how we navigate through that. So let's do Neo. It's currently at 46.45. So we're going to buy 100 shares at a limit of 46.48. We're going to do a little bit above it. I want to do extended hours. And guys, this might be a long road with Neo. I'm telling you ahead of time, but I want you to see what's possible if you get in a certain situation. So we'll review this order, and I checked pre-market, and then we'll place this order. And we can see here that we bought Neo. Our limit was 46.48. We got it at 46.48, and this order is closed because it was filled. So I went here to positions, and we can see we got Neo at 100 shares. We got Nano Dimensions, and we bought 200 shares of that. So I went to balances, and we could see that we have $1,226 left to trade. So I might squeeze in one more contract here. Let's go to trade. And if you go to go to trade, it'll tell you what's available to trade, what's left. So I have roughly $1,200, so we can basically do $10 or less. We could do a Ford. Let's see, $10 or less. Zynga, it's kind of high for me. Zynga at $9.96, but if we get that, it might be a long road. But you know what? Let's do it. I'll do Zynga, currently at $9.96. Okay, so I've entered Zynga. We're going to buy 100 shares, and we're going to do a limit of 9.98. So I'm going a couple above what it's currently standing at. We're going to do extended hours, and we're going to review this order. So it's telling us we're buying 100 at $9.98. We'll click here to know that it's extended hours, and we'll place this order. So go to order status, and we can see that Zynga, I think we placed the limit of $9.98. We did end up getting it. This is closed because it's filled. We got it at $9.97. So if we go to positions, we can see that everything we just bought. We bought Neo. We got 100 shares. We got 200 shares of Nano Dimensions. Siri will drop off. It always stays on there a couple of days because I had that last week. And we got Zynga 100 shares. So now let's check I'm going to go back to trade, and we can see that we successfully spent all our money. I try to spend all my money every week. So now that we spent it all, we can sell the calls. Now, if you work early, you're always at work when the market opens. That's why I'm doing this now. This is all being set and done before I have to leave for work. So it's early morning, Central Time. The pre-hours start at 6 a.m. and goes to 8:30, and that's Central. So if you're an hour ahead, if you're on the East Coast, I'm guessing it would be 7:30 to 9:30, and market will open at 9:30. And if you're on the West Coast, like California area, that would be 4:30 for pre-market, and 6:30 when the market opens. I'm assuming that's how it works. This is Central. I am in Central Time, so that's how it works for us. Okay, so let's go to our positions. We'll start with Neo, and I don't see my cost basis on here. As you start to get older, this stuff starts to, your memory don't as good. So I'm going to go to history. I'm going to click on the three little lines up top. And guys, I'm not showing the whole screen, so I don't have to do a lot of editing. It does have my account number on here, so normally I would show the whole screen, but the editing and slowly doing this for people to learn just takes a lot of time. So I'm going to go to history. The three buttons at the top is basically your menu. So I click the three buttons. You know, a good thing we could do too is just go to order status, history or order status. I'll try to show you both first. This video is going to be a little bit longer, but starting in January, you guys need to come back to this if you want to understand, because I'm going to be going really quick. So let's go to history, and we can see right here transactions from today till today. You know, so we know that this is the correct one, and plus it has the date right here. Neo, we can click on trade details, which is right here. You click on this, it'll open it up. And this trade detail will tell you, you know, all the information, the trade date, settle date. We'll get into at some point settle date. And then basically what we're looking for is our cost basis. So we bought this at $46.48. So our cost basis is $46.48. And you would do the same for each you bought that day. So I'm going to go to order status. And here we can see everything we just did today. So this is probably better and faster. You know, you don't have to do that extra click. We could just see that we bought it at $46.48. Or actually, we need to see what we bought it at right here. Here we go. $46.48, $7.98, and whoops, Zynga at $9.97. So let's go back to Neo. Our cost basis is $46.48. Okay, so I'm going to click here on Neo, and we're going to go to click right here on options. We're going to click the options button. And remember, we want to make sure we're doing a 1 week call. So 1 week out, the market, it is New Year's coming up, so it's short. We want to look for our cost basis, which was $46.48. We want to do one higher. So we're going to do the $46.50, and we should get $141. So we'll do the $46.50 call because that's higher than our cost basis. Again, this is being done in a Roth, so there's no tax consequences. So I always sell close to the money as possible, the closest one above my cost basis, unless it's just something I want to keep. So we're going to actually click right here on the 1-4-1, and that brings up a option quote basically. But basically and guys, if you're doing this on the phone and you're new, make sure you read this in your head. I'm buying Neo. I'm selling the 12/31 expiration date. I'm selling the strike price of $46.50, and I'm selling the call option. So we're selling the call option of $46.50 strike with an expiration date of 1 week from today. So we're going to click on trade, and it fills all of this out. So we're going to sell to open. Remember, we're merchants. We're collecting money from people every week. So we have to be selling them something. We're not buyers. So when you see that buy to open, we may buy to close sometimes, but we'll get into that. But make sure you're always selling. So we're selling to open this. Like, we're merchants. Everyone's coming in. We are open now. We're open for business. We're selling one coupon, and we're going to do market because we don't have the luxury of staying home and doing this every day. So we're going to sell one at market, and we're going to review our order. And again, you know, you can preview the order. We will check that we understand that this could change substantially because we are in the pre-market hours, and we'll place this order. We're going to come back to positions. We're going to click on nano dimensions right here. We're going to click that. We are going to click the options button, and I have no idea what we bought it at, but I know it was under $10, and I know it was above $7.50. So we're going to use the $10 call. Now with this one, this one doesn't have a weekly call. This is a 18 days. That's the closest one we can find. So if we click that, we can see that, you know, we can go out farther, but I always like to sell the closest possible. So we'll do a 18, which I'm fine with because this stock was it was about less than $1,000. And if we look at, you know, 96, right? We divided that by 3, which is basically 3 weeks out from today. then we end up with $32 off 1,000. Not bad return, you know. So we're gonna click right here. We're gonna click the 96 because that's the one we want. Again, guys, if you don't know this already, make sure you read this. I'm selling Nano Dimensions. I'm selling the call for $115. I'm selling a $10 coupon, and it is the call for the January 15th. So we're going to hit trade, and we know that we can see right here we have a position of 200, so we could sell 2 contracts on this one. So we want to, and again, I'm just going to say this in this first video. Hopefully you guys will remember this. I mean, it's important not to just start copying someone. It's important to learn for yourself. So whenever you see this, have your brain tell you to read it. We're selling this security with an expiration of January 15th. We're selling the $10 call. And what do we want to do? Right? We're merchants. We're at a market. We're open for business, and we're not going to boost next to us buying stuff. We're trying to make money. So we're selling. We're selling. So we want to make sure that we sell to open. We're open for business and we're selling. So we'll sell to open. And this one we have 200 shares, so we can sell 2 contracts. And we're going to do this at market because we're busy people and we got to go to work. And we'll review this order and we're going to place this order. Okay, so we'll do our last one, Zynga. We know that we're going to check here, right? We're selling the 1 week call, and we know we bought it. I bought it under $10. I know that. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to find a $10 because it has to be above our call spaces. And I'm going to click right here on the 12. I am going to sell to open because I'm a merchant. I only have 100 shares, so I can only do 1 contract. And we're going to do a market order. You know, limit orders at some point, I'm sure we'll probably get into that, but we're going to do a market order. We're going to review and submit the order. Okay, guys, so we're done. I will come back after the market opens so I can show you guys how this is, but we sold our Neo, we sold our Nano, and we sold our Zynga. And this, guys, is where, you know, Warren Buffett says diversification is for people who don't know what they're doing. That's because you start getting a bunch of stocks in here. Yeah, I mean, really, to be honest, I think you only really need 1 stock, maybe between 1 to 3 your whole life. That's all you need for if you're selling calls. But I'm just doing this to show you the difference. This, you know, this may be a little bit different than what I normally do, but I'm doing it just to show you guys the difference and how you can do all of this. So I'll see you guys back when the market opens. Okay, guys, the market is open now, and we can see if we scroll down that we got our Neo call, the Nano, and the Zynga call all here. So let's go to history, and we can see we got $12.35 for Zynga. We got $173.35 for Neo and $118 for Nano. So if we go to our tracker, okay, so we have Zynga, Neo, NDM. We can see here $12.35, $173.35, and $118.67. $12.35, $173, and $118.67. I'm gonna do mine in blue. I'll leave Mel's in brown. So we made a total today of, well, in the calls at least, 118.67 plus 173. And I knew this Neo, you know, the volatility on it right now is so crazy that there's no telling what. So we made today $304.37. Let's look at the account total. So our Roth, my Roth is sitting at $7,341.68. $7,341.68. So we're down $129. Understand that this is unrealized gain. So once Neo hits back, we'll never sell it at a loss. So once it hits back, we'll realize the gain. But we did in fact make the over 300 today. And this is good that this account is down so that we can see exactly how this works. So guys, if you found value in this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can follow us on this journey as we strive towards getting the 50K. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.